You guys felt so strong about yesterday. Oh my goodness. I'm getting ready to go to the studio. So while I do that, we'll talk about this really quickly. First off, this page is for independent songwriters, artists, and producers in the United States of America. Okay? Shout out to everybody who saw my content yesterday from South Africa and the UK. I love y'all. I cannot wait to visit. But I am located in the United States of America. Now that we know who we're talking to, let's talk about intellectual property in music business. Intellectual property is the work that comes from your mind. When a producer makes a beat, that producer owns the beat that they create by default. Okay, even if they do not copyright their beats, which I recommend you should be copyrighting anything. I know it gets expensive. I copyright my beats when I produce. Whenever a producer makes a beat, they own their beat. Now, let's say that producer decides, hey, I want to make me some money. So they're going to go on BeatStars, or they may post some free beats on YouTube, and they'll go and they will post their beats, right? And you say, oh, that beat is hard. That beat is fire. I'm an artist or I'm a songwriter, and I decide that I want to go buy that beat. I'm buying a lease. I'm buying a license to use that beat. But I'm not buying ownership of that beat because that producer owns their master. They own their intellectual property. So if I go to the studio and I record my vocals on a beat from YouTube or from BeatStars, and I pay that person to record my song, okay? And that person emails me a copy of the song that I created with somebody else's beat that they own. And I go take that song and I put it on TikTok because I'm so fire. And I blow up overnight on TikTok with my song. And Atlantic Records comes to me, and Atlantic Records wants to sign me to a record deal. That record label still has to come talk to that original producer because that producer owns that beat. My payment for the studio time to record that session does not mean that I own 100% of that master because I paid for the session. If the producer in the session is the one who gave you the beat, let's say I pay for his beat, let's say I don't pay for his beat, they still have to go see that producer. If you owned it 100%, they wouldn't have to go talk to that producer because you own it 100%. Just because I make a payment for something doesn't mean I paid for it, that's it. Everything that was in this session today, I own it. No, you don't.